Matt Chandler said this once in a sermon. He said, when I'm 60 years old, I want to know that feeling of being wrung out for God's glory. And I thought, man, what a cool way to say that. And I started praying that way.
Gave it all.
Yeah, and I was like, God, I want to be wrung out for your glory.
I like that too.
And then 6 months into the Dream Center, and I'm like,
I'm wrung out.
I'm like crawling to bed, like, and then I hear Doug, knocking on my door at 3 a.m. I'm like, okay.
Here we go.
Wrung out for your glory, God. I prayed for it. Or like, I remember one time I was telling Lisa, like, this is hard. It's hard to do 2 different sermons a week, and you don't know, like, what your schedule's going to be like. You can set a schedule, but then...
Right.
And I thought, and then she reminded me of what I prayed for. And I was like, okay, that's true. If God, as long as I'm responsible with my time, God's going to bless whatever.
Well, and you could be a good lesson to preachers, because that's right. 2 a week and do all that you do and live there. That's a lot. That is a lot.
I remember thinking it was hard just to do 1 a week in Pratt, and I had, like, that was all I had was the youth ministry. I got to go home, and it wasn't like I was the pastor of a church. Right. I didn't have to do visits and stuff like that.
But the thing is, don't you think God is so smart? Because I think He needs you to be on all the time.
Yeah.
He needs you to have the Word in it. He needs to be speaking to you. It needs to be a constant. And when you have to prepare a sermon, that's what's happening. You have to get in the presence of God, and you have to be hearing His message.
Yeah.
And so if you do that twice, all the time, He's giving you something all the time, and and you're point on, no matter where you are, you're ready. You can do ministry. Whether it's 3 a.m. or it's whatever.
I used to go home from youth group on Wednesday night thinking, I'm the furthest away from ministry right now than I'll ever be during the week. And I was like, I love it. This is awesome.
Right.
And I thought, I don't have that moment anymore, because like on Wednesday after chapel, I don't leave thinking, okay, I have until Monday. It's like I leave and I go into the classroom.
Right.
And it's like, and at first it was hard, but now like I've hit this stride where it's like,
it's just what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, like, who was talking about it? Lisa was talking about burnout, and how did she say it? Like, burnout doesn't happen from, how did she say it? Because I thought that you can't, like, if I started doing things outside of God's will, yes, I would burn out. But like these things, even though there's more required, more energy, more time, I don't feel that feeling of burnout, because like these are things that they just flow. It's like
you're in the flow of God.
Yeah.
And He just keeps giving me that picture. I think I told you guys that the other day, that there's just this river flowing of what God's doing, the movement of what God's doing. Now, if you just stick your finger in, or you're just getting splashed, you might.
Yeah.
But when you jump into it, the other undercurrent takes you, and you go. You have to do your part.
Yeah.
But there's something about being in the move of God that it's you still have to do your part. It's just you're not doing it all, I guess. So you don't get tired. I don't know. That's a powerful thing. Very powerful thing. So, and I think burnout sometimes too, when you concentrate too much on what you're not getting to do.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I really do. Like, that's one thing I hate about social media, because I see my friends and I'm like, oh man, that'd be nice to.
Right. Yeah. You can't. And I think that when you sit around too much, you get out of it enough that you're like, oh man, this is what life would be like if I wasn't in the ministry. Then that's when your mind goes there. So. Okay. Well, let us pray with you. Is there anything else?